Welcome back. Alright, so in this video I will be installing these new injectors with the new retainers, and we're going to install the fuel rail onto the intake manifold. Alright, I think that should be the first thing to go back in place, and then immediately after that the runners. But I have to work this cold start injector in place. I know it's hard to do because it was hard to get the runner out with this in the way, but it's hard to get this out of the way. So, and before I do that, I think I'm going to go ahead and put this on a wire wheel and give it a fresh coat of paint. I'm not worried too much if this oh, look at that. Remember the last video I couldn't figure out what that O-ring was for? I think I might have found that too. Okay, here we go. Alright, so like I was saying, I'm not too worried about this thing working because it's just a co-start injector. So if it doesn't work, it'll just take an extra, what, 2-3 seconds to start in the morning. Other than that, that's all it's for. So I can actually just delete this, but I don't have a delete plate, so it's going back in place. All right, let me get situated here, and let's get these injectors installed. Okay, so I got the injectors out of their little baggies, and the retainers. All right, so the retainers go on the top portion. Oh, that slipped in real easy. Look at that. Okay. Thought it was going to be a little tighter than that. Now, does it matter if I have it this way? It doesn't matter. It's got a shiny part, so let's put the shiny part up. No, maybe they go down here. Okay, that's where they go. Oh boy, I almost messed that one up. Now there are two different slots. One here and one there. Alright, so let's see. Obviously the cable's gonna face this way, so I'm gonna try it on the upper slot here and see how that goes. Maybe it won't go. I don't think I like that. Maybe that's not where it goes. Holy smoke, that's going to be hard to get back out. Alright, we'll just put this one to the side. And I guess we'll be putting this one to the side too. Wait a minute. Alright, so there is a difference. See, this one has that cutout there. It goes all the way around. And this one doesn't. You see that? It ends here and here. So that's a difference. These have to be rebuilt because they are different. I noticed that the color on this one's a little off. Yeah, you see how this one's slotted all the way around? I know that these retainers are not needed, but I just want to put them in because I'm anal like that. Yeah, you can see that. It's dirty. So these are rebuilt. All right, South Bay. Yep, we got one that's off color and one that has a little dirt. It's a little dirty there. It's got a little dirt in there too. Okay, great. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so retainers are not going to go in. They don't fit quite right. You can't get them in there because of the slot. There's a slot on each injector on the lower one, which is the one that goes right in that area. All right, so it would have to go there, but you can't get these in because the lower slot, it's a half slot here and a half slot here. And so these don't go in. So it probably requires a different retainer. And as far as I know, they're not needed because once you bolt the rail down, it holds it in place. So they're not going to pop out. And speak about bolting them down, you have the new TPI fuel rail bolts here. These are stainless steels that came in that kit, and I didn't know they were all marked. So this is for the fuel rail. This one is runner to plenum. I thought I was gonna have to figure this out. And then you have throttle body, and you also have distributor. That's not gonna get swapped out. And thermostat housing bolts, nice. We have distributor cover. We have map sensor, throttle and map sensor brackets. And then we have, what is this? Runner to manifold. So this is the one I'm going to need for the runners. And yeah, they're different length. I'll have to figure that out. I believe the longer ones go through the backside from the center of the intake manifold towards the runner. But we'll see. And last but not least, we have the top cover here. Top cover. Oh, okay. No, that's too many. I don't think the top cover has 6. I think I saw only 4, but anyway, 2 extras. So yeah, this is it here. They feel pretty snug. I think they're in there tight enough. Like I said, the once you bolt it down, it's not going to go anywhere. It's got no place to go. They're pretty snug too. So let's walk them over there. I removed that O-ring from the fuel rail, and look at that, it's split. It's split in half practically. Look at this. Anyway, we got the new one. The new one is here, but I'm gonna wait until the co-start injector is clean and then slide it on here nice and smooth. So we're gonna leave that there. And let's get it over there. Okay, all right, so I did clean out where the fuel injectors go. I just sprayed a little bit of this gum out, and then I blew it out with some compressed air, and I think it's ready to go in. And so I have the 3 original bolts that held down the fuel rail, and of course one was missing because the flipper. That's how flippers do. Anyway, let's get this over here. You know, I really need to step my game up with this camera. Let's see. Let's put it down here. Get this out of the way. Let's get this heavy duty silicone spray. And a little in here. A little in here. There we go. That's going to be just fine. There we go. Make it nice and slippery. Get a little bit there. What a shady mechanic, huh? Alright. She's ready to go. Let's see if I can line it up. It's 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, okay. Wow, that is a tight fit. Oh boy. Alright, let me get these bolts on there and I'll be right back. Okay, so the fuel rail is in place. It's tightened down, torqued down, 2 fingers. And so far so good. Everything seems to be snug. Yeah, these move freely like they should. Yep. Let's check the other side. Oh yeah, that's a nice. I don't know, this side here looks like it sticks out just a little further than the rest of them. I don't know. Oh, there you go. Oh, what are you looking at? You press down on it. Looks like it came back up. Oh yeah, she'll settle. Hopefully. Oh yeah. Alright, cool. All the new stainless steel bolts are in place. That looks pretty nice. And you can see here where this bracket bolts to the intake manifold here. You see how twisted it is? That's from me banging on it. Hopefully I can straighten that out. And should be okay. Alright, so I need to put this other hole down here for this return line. I'm gonna have to force that over a little. And also in the kit, this bolt came in the same package. It's a little thicker, a little shorter. I don't know what it's for, so we'll just leave that there. Alright, so the senorita went and got me a nice medium hot coffee, French vanilla shot, and 5 Splendas. Let's see. God, that's terrible. They forgot the sugar. What do we have here? Oh, blueberry muffin. Alright, let me tear this up and I'll be right back. Okay, so now it's time to put in one runner. And it's going to be the passenger side. So this is going in like this. It should be the easiest one to install. So let's thermostat, runner to plenum, no need. Runner to manifold. This is the kit right here. Oh, by the way, that extra bolt that was a little thicker, I put it in the baggie here. So these are the 3 original that were left over for the fuel rail. And remember, this one here came in the package. I think I know what it's for. I think they want you, because it is part of the fuel rail, they want you to replace the top one that was here with this one. So we'll do that later. Okay, so I straightened this out. I had to use a rubber mallet to push it in place. Hopefully I didn't create a leak, but we'll find out. Alright, so let me get the bolt in there, and then we'll install this runner. Okay, so we also have the pressure gauge back in place. That looks pretty damn good. Alright, let's get back to this runner. Alright, so this is the passenger side runner. And these are the bolts that came in the kit. Now, there should be enough in here for both runners' bottom portion, which goes into the intake. So we have 4 of the longer ones, only 2 medium size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to assume there are 3 for one runner, 3 for the next runner. 1, I'm just guessing here, and 2, so that makes it just about even. All right, let's see if that's correct. All right, so we got 1 long one here, 1 long one here, 1, 2. This one's going to go from the back side. You see the threads on there? There are threads on there. I don't know if you can make that out, but you have threads there. So that's going to go from the back side, from the intake to the runner. And I believe it should be this one. And then this one goes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. I'm going to call that good. All right, let's get over there. All right, so before we go over there, we need to find the proper gasket here. So we have the Felpro kit. Let's open this up and see what's in it. Okay, so this gasket kit, it's pretty cool. See these little plastic tabs on it? So they know how difficult it's going to be to get gaskets in there, hold the plenum, the runners, and get it on there so it doesn't move. So these little tabs, there's a little hole for it. You can pop them in place. All right, that's 1, 2. So now you don't need 6 hands to hold the gasket and put the runner in place. That's pretty damn cool. Before I put this in, is there anything else that needs to go in place before I put this in there? No. So this should just slide in there nice and easy. Will you look at that? Bam. Sweet. All right. I'm going to need 6 hands. So I have to put the camera down. Okay, so I have all the bolts in place. They are just snug down. I don't want to tighten them just yet, in case I need to maneuver a little here and a little there. I want to have the plenum in place and tightened down before I tighten these. But that's starting to look like something. I don't know. It's looking pretty nice. Alright, so before I put the next runner in place, I'm going to go ahead and clean that co-start injector and try to put that in place. I know I can't tighten it down, but I'm going to put it in place. I'm not sure if it goes under this hose or above it, but we'll figure that out. Might be above it. It's starting to get cool out here again. Dark clouds, so I have to do as much as I can before the rain starts. And you can see, remember that one I said that goes from the back side? Here it is here. Alright, so I don't know how long it's been since these runners were missing the original bolts, but I know that there were 3 missing on this side. Okay, so this one was missing, that one down here was missing, and I believe this one down here. So we had 1, 2, none here, and only 1 on the back side holding this runner in place. So if that didn't create a vacuum leak, then I guess that would be a miracle, right? Alright, but that's starting to look like something. I don't know. Let me know. It's looking good. Alright, so we have the kit. And then we have 1, 2, that's for the runner to the intake. And then these 2 would be for the plenum and of course the throttle body. Excellent. Alright, I'm going to see about putting the thermostat housing back in place, you know, including gasket, the whole nine, and running the vacuum line for the EGR before. Yeah, it's easier to work on it right here, right? This way all I have to do is put the runner in place and it should be good to go. All right. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna put that thermostat housing on there yet because you see this thermostat housing has a long snout, and if I put that in there, I feel like it's gonna be in the way of me putting the water pump back in place. So I'm gonna do the water pump first, but before I put that in there, I think I'm gonna go ahead and paint it black, just like the manufacturer did it. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up, spray it black, and then install that, and then we'll put the thermostat housing back in place. Meanwhile, because it looks like it's going to rain any minute now, the wind is picking up, it's cool out here. Tomorrow is Memorial Day, and I don't think I want to be out here working anymore this weekend. So I am going to call that good for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this this little video. I have to remember that I need to torque these in place once it's all done. So yeah. So you can see I covered all the ports just in case. I'm not sure when I'm going to get to it again. Just in case some little critter decides that that's a good place to build a home. Right? So we're going to cover it up and keep it safe. Okay, folks. That's going to be all for today. Thanks for watching. And we're going to get to this soon. We're getting there. Man, it's full of dust. Look at it. Damn it, man. It was so clean. Oh well. Alright guys, ladies and gents, see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you soon.